You've never heard of the Scarlet Letter?
I have, yeah.
Okay. The Scarlet Letter by Hester Prynne was forced to wear a red letter A on her chest because she committed adultery. Though in this novel she was scorned, she was humiliated and never given a chance to prove herself to change for the better. And that's what's happening with sexual predators. Like I say, the Supreme Court feels that after 2 years, they have to register with the sheriff's office, but after 2 years of being clean, they can get it taken off. A notification can be blocked, and they can be taken off the register, providing they have proved that they are rehabilitated and not be engaged in sexual crimes after 2 years. I have a lot of other information, but because it's from Wikipedia, my thoughts about sexual laws, I can't use it. But one of my final thoughts is this. We must act outside of anger. We must fear and hate and think rationally and logical about solutions that last. Creating new laws for crimes has been proven does not work. So we have to be smart and be tough about crimes and think about them more carefully, because history has proven, according to one of my internet sources, which is Vigilante Justice, that it does not work. I had a lot more information, but I couldn't use it. That's it then.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Reed. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, we're going to take a small recess of about 10 minutes, and we'll reconvene here in about 10 minutes. I thought you were opening the door. All right, for you.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Sprouse presiding. Be seated.
Okay, this is day 2 of the trial regarding sex offenders and if they should be shamed in public. So to start the proceedings, Matt, can you hand this to the defense and can you hand this to the prosecution? That is your notes from the other day. And these are the notes for the jury. Can you hand that off? So they have their notes in front of them. When we took a small recess, the prosecution and the defense both presented their sides in the argument. Today we will hear closing arguments from both counselors for the defense and the prosecution. We'll take a brief recess and then we'll leave it in the hands of the jury. All right? So, let's get things underway. Counselor for the prosecution, who'll be doing the closing argument?
I will.
Counselor Porter will be doing the closing argument for the prosecution. Let's get things started. Counselor, it's your ball.
Protection is very key in a family. You have to have protection over your family. And if these sex offenders would be shamed in public, wouldn't you consider that protection against your family so you know where these people are located? I would. And as Bruce said yesterday, there was a case to where a person did not know the knowledge of the girl, did not know her age, and so now he's a sex offender. And they claim he's innocent. That might be the case, but he still committed a crime to which he should be punished for. So protection of your family is what you guys want. You should shame them in public to know who they are, what they're capable of, where they live, so that you guys, the public, can relate to where they are and just feel protected, more secure. Now, some of you might have a daughter, son, or loved ones at home, and if they would be shamed, wouldn't you feel more secure in your family, no matter where, if you're going to move or you might stay home? But if you move, wouldn't you want to know if any sex offenders are in that area that you moved to? I would. So if you shame them, put a sign out in their front yard telling them they live here, it would benefit the public. And it would help the public. No, knowledge-wise, to know what these guys are capable of. These convicts. Now, anyways, I have a family of my own. Everybody else does. And I've never moved. But if I did move, I would want to know how safe this new location is. You know, it might be an upscale place, but you don't know who your neighbors are until you find out. So they should be shamed for protection. They might have family of their own that might think differently, but they still committed a crime, and therefore you have to be punished for the crime that you've committed. Even though they claim they're innocent, they have to be punished for what they have done. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, Counsel. Speaking for the defense on the topic, we have
Me.
Counselor Dale. Counselor, the floor is yours.
Counselor Porter makes a good point. There are a lot of violent sexual offenders out there, but there are also a lot of violent drug dealers. Obviously, murder is a violent crime in any case. The 8th Amendment states, excessive bail shall not be required, nor excessive fines imposed, nor cruel and unusual punishment inflicted. If both parties in a sexual act are underage and consensual, why is it that only the boy is forced to register as a sex offender? It's a consensual act between two minors. As we said before, the case in Oklahoma, he will be on that registry for life. There's no way off it. The girl lied to him, but she is the victim in the case. When you register as a sex offender, when somebody looks at it, they immediately assume the worst. They don't read on, they don't look at the specifics of any case. It's society who makes their own judgment, not based on what the court has ruled, but what they in their minds feels will protect their children.